All right, everybody. So now we are on part 2 of this lesson. Today we're going to be, well, not today, same day, or whenever you've got time to do it. We've got this scatter plot, right? We've got a scatter plot. We found the right scatter plot that fit the data. This is the only trend line that fit that data. We're going to talk about how we find the equation of a trend line. So what you need is you need your calculator. It needs to be this kind. And remember, if you are on a school Chromebook, if you go down to the dashboard down here and you go, I know you don't have a start menu, but you click that little circle down here, it's going to open up. If you go down to your apps, look through, you'll find this. You have this on your computer. Every Red Clay School's Chromebook has one of these now. So if I go on here, we are doing something called statistics. We are looking at some basics of statistics with this. So that's a nice reminder that I look for a button that has to do with statistics. Aha! So see this stat button? You know what? Let me open up. Oh, that's not it. That is also not it. Here we go. Key press history. Okay. So I'll be able to show you the different buttons that I press. So I press the stat button. And I go to edit. And in stat edit, you might have some things listed here. If you do, like let's just say there's a bunch of junk. What you can do, if you go up to the top, don't do this. If you go up to the top and click delete, your lists go away. And then you're like, oh no, I don't have any lists. So what you might need to do is you might need to reset your calculator. So the way that we reset our calculator is we press second over here, then plus, then we go to reset. You can press the down arrows to get there, or you can just press the number 7, all RAM, and then I click reset. So second plus 712, and then everything's cleared. Now if I go back to stat, I can go to edit, and now it's blank. So what I'm going to do is in L1 I'm going to enter X, and in L2 I'm going to enter Y. So 1. So the way that I do that, I click the number, I click enter, 2, or you can even push down. 3, enter, 4, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter. Let's see, then 6, 7, 8, 11, 13. Okay, so now we have all of our data entered into this plot here. So if I clear out, that's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is I'm clearing this. Okay. You'll notice I hit the button clear, nothing happens. You might be used to hitting clear and it like gets rid of this screen. The way that we get rid of this screen is we have to press quit. See this quit button in blue? We have to move second to make it use the blue stuff and then quit. So now I'm on the home screen. Check it out. If I go back to stat, let me clear this out. So I go to stat, I go over to the calc menu. If I go down to this, linreg, ax plus b, this is going to give us something called the linear regression. It's going to give us the equation of the line. X list, where was X? X was in L1, Y was in L2. And now I can just go down and click calculate. Look at that. You might not recognize what this is at first. But if you look, it says y equals ax plus b. And if we have y is equal to, wait, a. Oh, a is this thing. 1.45. Oh, and then x plus b, which is 3.4. This is called the linear regression. This is called the line of best fit. This is the line that fits the data the best. Out of any line ever, it fits the line the best. There is no line that fits this data better. And by fitting, we mean each dot is as close as possible. So it says I can use integers or decimals, so let's see. This is my first time typing this in. So I'm hoping that Savas isn't being silly with me. So 1.4, is that what I got? 1.45, 1.45x. I don't know how many decimal places it wants. It didn't tell me. Plus 3.4. Let's see what we get. All right, so I am just going to see what they want me to get. Okay, so my answer was better. Oh, did I round wrong? Nope, my answer is better than theirs. Okay, so you don't need to get this one right. There's a way that we do this by hand that is not really necessary because we have the calculator. So we're just skipping how to do that by hand. That's not something you're not going to need to know in other courses. Okay, so which of these pairs of categories would produce a scatter plot that has a positive association? So let's think about this. Age of a tadpole and the length of its tail. The older a tadpole gets, the longer its tail gets. So if you remember, a tadpole starts out with a really, really long tail, and by the time it turns into a frog, it's got a pretty short tail. Or I guess a pollywog is next. Time working and money earned. The more time you work, the more money you earn. Let's see, the amount of exercise and the amount of money you make. So I could see it being either of these, but I think the more obvious one, the more you work in general, the more money you earn. All right. The table below shows the attendance in millions at theme parks in a certain country. Make a scatter plot of the data pairs. Draw a trend line, write its equation, estimate the attendance. All right, so I think that they are going to do the wrong thing again. We're going to do it right, though. So let's see. In 1990, we had 250 people. Well, let's see. We're at 230, go to 350. So 250 is going to be on the lower end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, looks like it goes by tens. Okay, so that looks like this first one here is actually going to be the right dot. Oh, and so is this one. Oh, but the dots look different later. Let's see. What about 1992? That's 270. And it's going by tens. So, oh, this one only has 260. So it's going to be this one. Yeah, okay. So there's our scatter plot. Okay. So, oh, good. They give us options. So, which of these trend lines makes more sense? So, well, if it's this one, what's the y-intercept of our trend line here? Looks like 240, 230 or 240, somewhere between those, right? So none of these? Oh, so they're having us choose 2 points. Okay, here you go. Oh, I know why. This is okay. Okay. I wouldn't do it this way, but I guess I'm forced to. Okay. So they're telling us the points that we're going to use to make an equation of a line. I have a surprise for you. We can actually use the calculator to find that equation. Check it out. You've already had a test on this, so I've already tested to see if you can find the equation of a line between 2 points. We've talked about how to use a stat plot to find a line of best fit. If it's only 2 points, it goes through those 2 points. The line of best fit of 2 points is the line that goes through those 2 points. Oh yeah, if you want to clear out a list fast, if you go up to the top and hit clear and then enter, that'll clear it out. Another way to do it is to smack delete on the individual entries. Okay, check it out. If I go 1990, because that's my first x value, what's my other x value? 2002. Then, so it was 1990, so the y value that went with it was 250, and the y value that went with 2002 was 322. If I do the thing we did earlier where we quit out and we go stat, go over to calc, 4, you can click enter through these or push down, doesn't matter. This is the equation of that line, where 6 was A and that was B. Oh, hey, look at that. There it is. Estimate the attendance at theme parks in the country in 2005. So all I have to do now is 2005, I just plug that in for X, because X was years. And so I can go, oh, okay, so 6 parentheses 2005 minus 11,690. 340. There we go. All right. So, the table shows the maximum recommended viewing distances. What trend line models the data shown in the table? What does the slope of the trend line represent? Okay, so we are going to stop this lesson here. We're gonna find the line of best fit, and I don't think it's going to be any of these because they want us to do it by hand. We're just going to use the stat plot to do it. So we'll do this one together, but it's not going to be any of our answers. So let's see. I put my x's into my L1. 43, 50, oop. I tried to click on that, that doesn't work. 50, 55, and 60. In case you don't know, this is a virtual calculator. That's why clicking on the screen doesn't work. It just pretends it's a normal calculator, so the only places that actually work are the buttons that would work on a real calculator. Oh, excuse me. 9. So I'm entering X into L1, I'm entering Y into L2. And now, oh, so I know I've been quitting out. You actually can just go stat calc 4 and do it from there, and it'll work. All right, so I got A is going to be 0.2 and B is going to be negative 0.0, and it's got some junk on the end, but oh, so maybe 0.2x plus 0. And so this is where they're wrong. Our answer is better. This is a better trend line. They're not wrong for doing it the way that they're doing it, but we're just skipping that and we're doing it a better way. So what this does is it takes all the points and it finds a line that is the closest to all of them. That's the line of best fit. Okay. So I think, yeah, I'm done. Oh, we can do this one. Okay. Select the correct choices. All right. When two data sets have a negative association, the y values tend to do what when the x values increase? Well, when x goes up, for a negative association, y goes down. So, very unpredictably, decrease. Let's see. So, now let's look at these possibilities. Because it's not, this is an unfair question to ask. So let's see. Negative 2x plus 1. Well, let's see. I always start the y-intercept of 1. Now, negative 2x means, oh, that's negative 2 over 1, right? Negative 2 is the same as negative 2 over 1. So I'll go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Is this a nice trend line? No. All right. So it's not that. Let's try again. Wait, so negative 2 for a slope doesn't make sense. So I know it can't be A or C. Now let's see if 2x minus 1 or 2x plus 1 is the better fit. So let's start with plus 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. Remember, just because it goes through one of the points doesn't mean, or two of the points doesn't mean that it's a good trend line. Okay, so if I connect these, oh, that's very nice. What about 2x minus 1? Well, that would start down here, right? 2 over 1. So that's going to be this down here. Which one of those is a better fit? The plus 1. Oh, woo! All right, and our final question is 6 parts. We'll do that in the next video.